Okay, I tried a 5-day content creator challenge, and you got to hear what I learned about posting 5 days straight on YouTube. These are lessons that most creators learn only after months of burnout, trial and error, or disappearing for weeks, because I've been all of those. I'm sure you've probably felt some of those shifts too, maybe without realizing it. And once you get it, they'll change the way you approach content for good. You already know you don't need perfect content. You need consistent momentum. Raise your hand if you've ever spent 2 hours on a post and deleted it because it wasn't quite right. That used to be me, but what I learned through this challenge, imperfect action always beats perfect intention. The post you actually post will always outperform the post sitting in your drafts. And when you start creating momentum, that consistently builds confidence. You stop second guessing every sentence. And you start to trust your own voice. Clarity does not come before action, it comes through it. I've spent so much time planning out things, trying to get things together, trying to figure out this or that, but just taking action, I gained so much more clarity than I ever could have thought was possible. So many creators, including myself, say, I need to get clear on my niche first, or my content style, or who my audience is. And yes, don't get me wrong, clarity is important. But you know what's more important? Taking action and learning in real time. Take it from me. You don't find your voice in a notebook. You find it when you hit record. You find it when you hit post. Get feedback and find out what really feels good. If you posted anything this week, you've already started building that clarity. You know that rock, paper, scissors? Well, the same thing with systems. Systems beat motivation every single time. So let me just be real. On day one, I was motivated. New challenge, fresh energy, but I ran into so many roadblocks. My internet went down. It was storming, so I had very limited natural light. My neighbor was having a fun fest in his yard. He loudly created a beautiful masterpiece, which will probably make him Yard of the Month. Something else for me to be a little bit, but I showed up even when I didn't feel like it. That's because I had a simple structure, not even a structure when I first started, but through the challenge, I realized I was having more and more issues. So I spent more time creating solutions to those issues. Through the challenge, I realized more and more of my pain points. So in the challenge, I created answers to my pain points. I basically decided to stop letting my feelings drive my progress. So I found a solution for myself because I knew I had to show up every day. I was not going to falter on that challenge. And that's exactly why I created the AI Content Creator Toolkit. Now, I already created it, but I realized that through the challenge that I needed to go deeper. I needed to add more. And the more that I post and the more I build momentum, the more will be added to the tool. Because relying on motivation is a trap. And that's why you need something that works, even when you're tired, even when you're busy, or just uninspired. Building this toolkit has become like, a baby. It became more like my favorite child, which I don't have one, by the way. I love both of my kids equally. Anyway, I took something that I already created and decided to make it better because it was answering my pain points. So what is it that you can learn or create or become better at because you showed up? And through that consistency and through building that momentum, you realize things that you would have never seen before because you're hitting the brick wall so much faster. This toolkit is helping me stay consistent by doing the heavy lifting. But I had to do the heavy lifting to realize that I needed help doing the heavy lifting because I thought I can handle the heavy lifting. But the thing is, it's not about handling it. It's handling things is what gets you to burnout. It's about finding a solution to make things easier so you can continue to perform as yourself and have the ease in life without that grind culture that I'm not about. I am not about that grind culture. I mean, who wants to hustle? Not me. See, here's the thing. You don't need more ideas. You need to make more use of the ones you already have. Think about all the journals that you may have, or think about all of the notes and dreams and aspirations and desires that you already have. Let's start there. We're drowning in ideas. We're drowning in analysis paralysis. What you really need is to take away one solid idea and turn it into 5, 10, even 12 or more ideas. and pieces of content. For me, I am focused on YouTube. I want to continue to focus on YouTube. I've had a few people say, oh, why aren't you posting on social media? Why don't you have this TikTok? Or why don't you have this Instagram, or posting here and posting there? You see, I am trying to focus in this one particular area. I'm trying to get my footing and my momentum here because I know my limitations. I know that if I see something on one of these social media platforms, I'm going to be like, woo, and I am going to miss out on the opportunity that I have here. Now, once I get my foothold here, then I'll expand. But right now, I am quietly working in my lane, at least the lane that I want to be in right now. And I want to be here with you because here I can have these long conversations and I can really truly connect. And I feel like once I master this platform, it'll be so much easier for me to master the other ones, or vice versa. If you're in a short form platform, once you have mastered that, it will probably be so much easier for you to master YouTube, because you know what? It really doesn't matter where you start as long as you start. Taking that one step makes it easier for you to take the second step. Taking that second step makes it easier for you to take the third step, and so on. But you gotta take the step. That's why inside of the toolkit, I use my one thought multiplier. It takes a single message and it repurposes it without sounding like copy and paste. So if you have one thought or one idea, or maybe you have a series that you want to focus on, all you have to do is watch how easily the tool can work for you. What I'm talking about is not found in any of those other platforms. It's not found in ChatGPT because it wasn't created for creators. It was created for everybody. And so when you have your message, you don't just speak to everybody. You speak to one particular person, somebody who has some of the same struggles and some of the same thoughts and needs that you have. And that's what this tool is about. So if you have ever felt like you're wasting good ideas by only using them once, this solves that. You can finally stop starting from scratch. Let me tell you, done is better than waiting for the right time. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start next week, when I have more time, after I plan my content, after I get a better setup? The truth is, you'll never feel fully ready. The magic is when you start anyway. And look, you just proved that. Even if you weren't fully ready, you showed up and you're here right now. That means that the next time your brain tries to hit that delay button, you've got proof that you can take action right now. So here's what I'd love for you to remember about what I learned from the challenge of posting on YouTube 5 days straight. 1, you don't need perfect content. You get clarity through action. Systems are greater than motivation. One idea can become a full content plan. And your next post is always more powerful than your next excuse. If you took the 5-day challenge, drop a comment below and let me know what you learned. Tell me what clicked the most for you. If you haven't taken the 5-day challenge, let's get started today. Try it and then let me know your thoughts. No matter where you are on this journey, I am so excited to continue it with you. But to make sure you have less stress and more structure, I am giving you 60 free credits to try out the AI Content Creator Toolkit. It's the tool that I wish I had when I started. And now it's here to help you get started or to keep going. You've got this and I'm cheering you on. I am so excited about the lessons that I learned. Grab the toolkit and your 60 free credits. If you like this video, you'll love the next video. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's grow.